Okay, so Hunter leaves tomorrow, but I think I would like to have a barbecue on the property. So Hunter, of this COVID pandemic, and the family still doesn't see eye to eye on how to manage risk.
Well, I think well, first of all, I got to sort of get the family on board. When you have
Dolls are my therapy. Inside sister wives Robyn Brown's secret obsession. The Brown family isn't exactly known for making smart financial decisions, despite raking in huge paychecks from TLC's sister wives. But their unusual spending habits may explain their money troubles. Recently, Robyn Brown's $62,000 doll collection was exposed. While collecting dolls isn't unheard of, the price tag is shocking. Considering the family's history of debt, it's hard to justify spending that kind of money on a frivolous hobby. Robyn and her husband, Kody Brown, previously filed for bankruptcy and were once buried in hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt, including mortgages, car loans, and credit card balances. Other family members have had similar problems. Meri Brown has taken out multiple business loans, and both she and Janelle Brown have expressed concerns about paying off the Coyote Pass property since leaving Kody. The family bought the land in 2018, but development was stalled due to family drama and financial constraints. To this day, no construction has begun. But the family's historic money problems aren't the only reason Robyn's pricey doll collection raises eyebrows. It's yet another example of the preferential treatment she received compared to Kody's other wives, even at the expense of the family. The Browns have struggled to afford the basics, let alone luxury purchases. Last year, Kody and Janelle's daughter, Madison Brown, revealed she grew up poor despite TLC fame and fortune. Sister Wives viewers have witnessed countless instances of Kody favoring Robyn. It's a part of why his other 3 relationships broke down. Spending tens of thousands of dollars on a doll collection when the family's finances are crumbling seems like a prime example of his favoritism. Robyn's expensive hobby is proof she's the favorite wife. The Brown family didn't willingly reveal the worth of Robyn's doll collection. It's not like they were trying to brag. As reported by the Ashley, internet sleuths on Reddit recently grew curious about Robyn's love for Etsy crafts. They dug into her account and tallied up her spending over the last few years. Reality TV blogger Katie Paulson of Without a Crystal Ball shared on Instagram Robyn's Etsy history, revealing tens of thousands of doll supply purchases. Commenting on her post, Paulson said, "She even purchased a piece of art that says dolls are my therapy." In total, they found she spent $62,000 on doll-related items in only 3 years, and that number doesn't include anything she bought apart from Etsy. One Reddit comment claimed Robyn made almost 500 purchases for doll-related items over the last 6 years, with over 100 purchases in 2024 alone. Robyn apparently has an affinity for 18-inch American Girl dolls. She's spent hundreds of dollars on clothing for them, including several 1800s Victorian outfits, some of which were custom-made. Robyn's account shows she's left glowing reviews for many of the accessories, praising their quality and attention to detail. While Robyn may have had the extra cash to drop thousands on her love of Etsy products, Kody's other, now ex, wives weren't as lucky. Earlier this year, his ex Janelle opened up about his spending habits, admitting she was unaware of where a lot of their money was going. "Kody would just take out funds and I don't know what for, and the money was just being spent and lots of it," Janelle revealed. Kody and Christine's daughter, Gwendolyn Brown, echoed a similar sentiment in 2023, accusing her father and stepmother Robyn of reckless spending, and putting the rest of the family in a tough financial situation. "I think that my dad and Robyn have a terrible habit of spending very crazy and not within their means at all," she said. Kody's financial decisions always put Robyn first. Kody's favoritism toward Robyn was always a contentious issue within the Brown family. It would often manifest itself in financial decisions that prioritized or benefited Robyn, straining Kody's relationships with his 3 other wives. Aside from the doll collections, another clear example of this is when he hired a nanny for Robyn, a luxury he didn't extend to his other wives. His decision was especially controversial since it made it during the COVID-19 pandemic. Kody looked like a hypocrite for enforcing strict visitation rules on his wives and kids, all while giving a nanny regular access to Robyn's home. Christine was particularly vocal about the disparity. On other occasions, she voiced frustration about being excluded from big financial decisions, especially those that benefited Robyn. She wasn't afraid to call out Kody's favoritism before leaving him, and the doll collection's expensive price tag is just another example of the preferential treatment Christine witnessed on a regular basis. Kody also prioritized Robyn's housing needs over his other wives. Janelle has admitted to contributing money from the sale of her Las Vegas home to help Robyn buy a house, expecting the favor to one day be reciprocated. But when the time came, it wasn't. There was also a clear disparity in property allocation when the family bought Coyote Pass. Each wife was supposed to get a separate home, but Kody gave a larger plot to Robyn, fueling resentment among his wives. Robyn's stepdaughter defended her doll collection. Robyn's doll collection may be another example of financial favoritism, but not everyone in the Brown family is upset by it. In a recent YouTube video, Kody and Christine's daughter Mykelti defended her stepmother's hobby, calling the collector's pieces beautiful. "I'm not going to go into the story because it's not my story," she said. But it is something very special that she shared with some very special important people to her, was this collection of dolls. Mykelti continued, "So, I know it sounds absurd and that is a lot of money, so I don't necessarily support that much money being spent on dolls, but I support the heart behind it, and the reasons behind it I think are very sweet." For now, none of the other family members have commented on Robyn's doll collection, and she hasn't responded to the backlash from fans who are outraged by her spending habits in light of the family's history of money problems. Kody and Robyn must be doing okay financially, considering they recently bought a more expensive, multi-million-dollar property, despite losing the income from his other 3 wives in recent years. There are rumors that Sister Wives is coming to an end, which would make sense since it's no longer about a polygamous family. TLC just announced more episodes for season 19, which could be setting up a spin-off. And who better to star in it than Kody and Robyn, 2 of reality TV's most notorious villains? At least that would mean Robyn would have a lot more money to put towards her doll collection. Why Sister Wives Janelle Brown says Kody Brown and Robyn Brown's courtship wasn't really appropriate. Sister Wives star Kody Brown may describe his meet-cute with wife Robyn Brown as love at first sight. But his former spouse Janelle Brown has a different take on their year-long courtship. Sometimes size really does matter. At least when it comes to the length of a relationship. Because while hindsight is 20/20, Sister Wives star Janelle Brown feels that if she'd had a bit more time to date Kody Brown before their 1993 vows, she may not have become the polygamist's second wife. "If I had a year with Kody, I'm not sure I would have married him, honestly," she revealed to host Sukanya Krishnan during the final installment of the TLC series One-on-One special June 15th. "I might have seen him for a little bit more of who he was, you know what I mean? Gotten sort of off the charm ride." Instead, reasoned the 56-year-old, who shares Logan Brown, 31, Madison Brush, 29, Hunter Brown, 28, Gabriel Brown, 23, and Savannah Brown, 20, and her late son Garrison with the father of 18. She was taken by the Saleman's charisma and hung on for nearly 30 years before announcing their split in 2022. "Regardless, I don't need to go back and trash everything that was," noted Janelle. "If I were to say, 'Oh, I'm really sorry I did all that,' would I be in this great place?" And even if she could have logged more time with the Wyoming native, it doesn't mean she should have, considering he was already married to Meri Brown at the time. Kody's first wife announced their breakup in 2022 while third wife Christine Brown revealed they'd split in 2021. While dating as a married man is a necessity in polygamy, Kody and his fourth, and sole remaining, wife Robyn Brown had a very long courtship compared to the rest of us, Janelle noted. "It is not really appropriate for a married man to have a long courtship." And yet, she continued, he and the divorcee, already mom to Dayton Brown, Aurora Brown and Brianna Brown at that point, actually courted, I think, for almost a year. Though to hear Kody tell it, He only needed a split second to know Robyn was his forever person. Describing their initial-charged interaction at church, "We locked eyes and I couldn't break away," Kody has said. The patriarch noted that he fell hard after they shared a first dance. "I'm talking to her like we've known each other our whole lives," Kody described of the moment that took place with Christine and Meri in the room. "The kind of safety combined with just the depth of connection. She's very vulnerable and I was at the time and there was a depth of connection that I do not believe I have ever had." He knew pretty quickly that his feelings were more intense than the ones he'd shared with his previous 3 spouses. "I noticed a marked difference from the beginning," acknowledged Kody. "I had no intentions of shifting away from it." And though he calls the idea that he and Robyn only wanted each other internet BS and crappy commentary on our family, he admitted the connection was strong. As he recalled, "I'm sitting there with my journal going, God, what's going on? I'm already in love. I already have 3 wives." The intensity of his early courtship with Robyn, "I fell in love hard," is just one truth Kody has shared this season. See what else he and his wives have recently divulged on the TLC series. Meri Brown says Kody Brown gave her hope for their marriage. Kody Brown insisted he was ready to divide himself from first wife Meri Brown shortly after their 1990 vows. "But he led me to believe that he would work on things by saying, 'Oh Meri, when we move to Flagstaff, this will be a good time to have a new beginning for us,'" Meri shared in the September 15th premiere, referencing their 2018 move. "Like he led me to believe those things. This is what he's done for many, many years." Her main gripe, she shared, is his lack of communication and how he really felt and what he really wanted or what he really didn't want in the story that he's been telling for all these years. And while Kody acknowledged that there may have been mixed messages, it was only because as he started to work on things, "I'm like, why would I do this?" he explained. "I would not court and date her now." Either way, Meri's friends were thrilled when she finally pulled the plug in early 2023. "They're like, okay, we're here for you, we're supporting you. And it's about damn time," she confessed. Blinders off, she now feels that he had been trying to get her to walk away for years by insisting he didn't love her, because if he can push me out and I leave, he's not the bad guy because he didn't walk away. Kody Brown wanted to sell Coyote Pass. Years after the family purchased the 14-acre plot of land they planned to build on in Flagstaff, Arizona, Kody confessed in the season premiere that he was ready to let the dream wither. Unable to build without paying off the full $820,000 price tag, which the family reportedly did in 2023, he told remaining wife Robyn Brown, "I'd almost rather scrap it or sell it and then just start again somewhere else." As for Robyn, what happened with Sister Wives Robyn Brown's friendship with Meri, what we know. Sister Wives spoilers reveal that fans are curious about what happened between Robyn Brown and another sister wife. Robyn and Meri Brown used to have a very close connection and friendship, but now that Robyn is the only wife of Kody Brown, there has been some tension between them. Let's take a closer look at what happened with them and if they are ever going to repair this friendship. Robyn and Meri's friendship. During the entirety of the show, Robyn and Meri seemed to have a close bond. They always stood by one another's side, but Meri has noticed some changes in Robyn's attitude toward her since she moved back to Utah. During the tell-all, coming in April, Meri expressed how she was feeling about her friendship with Robyn. Meri pointed out that as soon as she moved back to Utah, she felt as if Robyn had completely ghosted her. She told Meri that she still wanted a relationship with her, but has yet to call her or reach out to her in any way. Why does their friendship seem to be over now that Meri is no longer part of their plural marriage? This is the question that Meri just can't get answers to. What are Robyn's intentions? Meri is unsure of what is. Happening with Robyn and her intentions in their friendship. She tells the cameras that she has always been uncertain of Robyn's intentions. Fans constantly point out the fact that Meri was the wife to divorce Kody so that he could legally marry Robyn and adopt her children from her first marriage. This has always been a point of contention between them, and it was clear, even then, that Kody had eyes for one wife. Meri pointed out that she has heard people talk about how Robyn is a liar and manipulating. However, Robyn claims that she has always had Meri's back and would do anything for her. During the tell-all, fans hope that Meri and Robyn will figure out what is happening in their friendship and if it can be repaired. We will keep an eye on the Sister Wives tell-all to see what happens next. Here's what TLC isn't telling you about Sister Wives Season 20. Sister Wives Season 20 hangs in the balance as the cast continues to splinter. What is TLC not telling fans of the reality series about its future? Sister Wives fans were left unsatisfied as Season 19 came to a close, with growing tensions, shifting relationships, and an uncertain future taking center stage for the Brown family. With the cast more divided than ever, viewers are left questioning what lies ahead. As speculation continues to build, here's what TLC isn't telling fans about Season 20 of the hit reality series. As the current season closed, the Brown family was more fractured than ever. Christine Brown settled in Utah with her new husband, David Woolley, while Meri Brown also called Utah home for both work and personal life. Janelle Brown relocated to North Carolina, and Kody and Robyn Brown remained in Flagstaff, Arizona, the only two still living together under the same roof. After the longest season in the series' history, clocking in at 25 regular episodes and 4 one-on-one installments, Sister Wives should be at its most up-to-date. The season ended at a spring 2024 timeline, Garrison Brown's memorial, and the one-on-one episodes were filmed in October of that same year, ultimately airing in late May 2025. However, many unanswered questions remain. Will TLC tell fans the truth about the many revelations that have rocked the family since the season wrapped? Inside the wildly decorated Sister Wives mansion where kissing horses and cowboy rugs reign supreme. They may be settling into a more traditional marriage, but Sister Wives stars Robyn and Kody Brown's home decor is far from the norm. Think horses getting romantic under a dazzling moonlit sky or an entire room dedicated to the cowboy way of life. Retta from Ugliest House in America would have a field day at Robyn and Kody's 6-bedroom, multi-million-dollar home. But let's take a tour, shall we? Exploring Robyn and Kody Brown's tone-deaf aesthetic choices. The couple purchased a new home, but when they listed their old Flagstaff home for sale in August 2024, fans were quick to notice their rather eccentric taste in home decor. A Reddit user shared some screenshots from the couple's Zillow listing, which revealed some of the most questionable items in their home. As gorgeous as the property is, there's no denying that a large painting featuring two horses kissing underneath the moonlit sky is not exactly what most people would consider tasteful art. It's almost as if the animals symbolize Robyn and Kody's romance, and if that's true, it's a bit too on the nose. One might assume that the strange painting would be a stark contrast to the rest of Kody and Robyn's decorative choices. Unfortunately, though, the entire property was full of mismatched design elements. Case in point is Robyn and Kody's cowboy-themed room, complete with a native bow and arrow hanging on the wall and a rug from Walmart featuring an oversized Lone Star print. Aside from being pretty tacky, Robyn and Kody's taste in decor is also insensitive. The use of indigenous symbolism reflects the couple's lack of cultural awareness. These artifacts hold deep spiritual and historical meaning for many Native communities, and reducing them to rustic decorations to fit the room's Western aesthetic isn't exactly a good look. What's worse is the use of all that heavy, leather furniture, which only makes the room feel more like a movie set from the 1960s and less like someone's home. The master bedroom and en-suite were the worst parts of the Sister Wives couple's house. Reddit users actually dubbed the couple's master suite the Purple Princess bedroom thanks to its velvet drapes, lavender bedding, and overall medieval-style furniture. Personal taste in interior design is definitely subjective, but anyone would agree that the combination of textures and colors in this room was overwhelming. That doesn't even cover the bathroom, though, which was a combination of strangely clashing elements. The mirror in the master bathroom was covered in handwritten scripture verses and motivational quotes in red marker, not to mention the out-of-place Flintstone sink, which did not make for a very good statement piece. Lastly, Robyn and Kody's love of oversized geodes and decorative crystals is on full display in their bathroom, quite literally. Combined with the already chaotic design of the bedroom, the bathroom feels even more jarring to look at. It's like the couple looked at a bunch of Pinterest boards and decided to combine all of them into one big visual mess. Robyn and Kody Brown's former home reveals a much deeper issue. The most unsettling part of all this, however, is just how much money Kody and Robyn spent on their unusual design choices. A fan on Reddit broke down the prices of all the paintings the couple had on display in their former home, and the amount added up to around $150,000. That's not including the countless sculptures and wall trinkets scattered throughout the house. What makes this all the more appalling is Kody's blatant disregard for the rest of his family's needs. Back when the Browns moved to Flagstaff, Janelle Brown had to live in an